Hello everybody, my name is Arn Gaming, but you can just call me Ryan, and we are here to talk about what Bray Wyatt should do at WrestleMania 32. In other words, like what a match he should be booked in maybe, or maybe there's a different storyline he could head into, maybe interfering in somebody else's match, something like that. Now, the first thing I think they could do with Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania is have him go into a fight or a match, a one-on-one match against Dolph Ziggler. Because it seems as if there's been a bit of risk with Bray Wyatt and the Authority lately. So maybe kind of build off that a little bit by having him kind of have his family reluctantly kind of be forced to fight the Authority's battle against Dolph Ziggler, which has been going on for the last couple of weeks. You know how Dolph Ziggler first got beat up by League of Nations and then just lost the match to Triple H last night on Raw, or a couple hours ago on Raw, whatever. So have Bray Wyatt kind of, not necessarily agree to face, but like he kind of just goes with it. He faces Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania, and then that way Dolph Ziggler finally has the one-on-one match at WrestleMania he's been looking for. Bray Wyatt finally gets the win at WrestleMania he's been desperately needing. He needs a big winner at WrestleMania now after losing first to freaking Super Cena and then to Undertaker last year. It's just been a rough couple of years for Wyatt at WrestleMania, and I think he really could use a win. And Dolph, at this point, there's no really saving his character anyway, so just give him a one-on-one WrestleMania match, the thing he's been practically begging for. And then the two could probably put on one of the best matches of the show. It would definitely be more entertaining than whatever they're planning to do with Dolph. Probably just throw him into a multi-man match or something like that. Are they even going to have a Battle Royal this year in Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Because they haven't announced it yet. There's only like 2 Raws left. Anyway, but yeah, I think that would definitely be interesting. The two could definitely put on a good show. I mean, depending on if there's a multi-man match or not, like for a crazy ladder match or something like that. Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt could be the show opener to get the crowd really hyped up. And then Bray Wyatt winning wouldn't deaden the crowd. I think most of the crowd would be fine with Bray Wyatt finally getting a WrestleMania victory. Dolph would just be happy to freaking have a one-on-one match, so he wouldn't be complaining about taking a loss to Bray. Bray's character desperately needs a win at WrestleMania. So I think it's the perfect match, them two going up against each other at WrestleMania at this point. After my original plan, or the original person I thought Bray should fight at WrestleMania for the longest time, ever since he lost to Undertaker last year, was Randy Orton. But obviously, ever since he got hurt in Night of Champions, and now that it's pretty clear that he's not going to be at WrestleMania, I think Dolph Ziggler is the perfect person to give him a bit of a rub, give him a WrestleMania win, something like that, something good. The next thing they can do, I think, is bring the Wyatt family into this weird dynamic of multi-man teams they have going up, the League of Nations and the New Day going at it for the tag titles. I don't really know what they're going to do with that tag match. I don't know if they're going to make it like a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-3, or maybe just a 2-on-2 for the tag belts, because it was weird the way they set it up on Raw. Nothing's really clear about it yet. But I think whatever they're doing, I think they should get the Wyatts involved in that, maybe. If they don't decide to do the Dolph Ziggler thing, or the other idea I have, which is probably the coolest out of the 3, I think. Yeah, have basically Bray Wyatt interject him and his family into the tag team title picture. Their goal has never been about titles, pretty much. So I think it's time that Bray has a clearer goal in mind. Maybe get his family, get somebody in his family in the tag team titles. No matter if it's him and Braun Strowman or Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, whoever. But somebody, I think, at least giving them a clear direction. And then, hey, if they don't lose, maybe Wyatt kind of starts to slowly turn face. Because he's kind of sick of them always like coming up short, so it starts to become like a slow burn face turn against his own Wyatt family members, and then maybe at SummerSlam they have a big blow-off match between him and Braun Strowman or something like that. That would definitely be something cool. I think that would lead to a lot of cool things as well. Or just have them straight up walk out of WrestleMania with the tag team belts, but I don't know. And then there's the last option, which is probably the coolest of the 3. Because somehow I forgot to mention Bray Wyatt in the Saving WrestleMania 32 main event. I think Triple H, I think this might be better than maybe even Kevin Owens or Seth Rollins. Well, maybe not better. I think it just would make more sense as Kevin Owens in the Intercontinental title picture, and Seth Rollins might still be hurt. So maybe when Triple H loses to Roman Reigns, maybe have Bray Wyatt appear in the ring, and then Triple H makes the match. He says, yeah, Roman, let's see if you can beat Bray Wyatt now. Maybe after Bray, I don't know, maybe Bray's got a match on the show, maybe he doesn't. I think it's cooler if he doesn't have a match on the show. And then everybody's like, what happened to Bray Wyatt? He had this big thing going on. And then Roman ends up beating Triple H. The confetti is flying. It's raining down. It looks like Reigns finally getting his moments. Most of the crowd is like yawning or booing or doing whatever they're doing to show their displeasure and their sickness and tiredness of being force-fed this crap. And then all of a sudden the lights go out. And then Bray Wyatt appears in the ring. And then Triple H makes the announcement that there's about to be another WWE title match to end off the show. Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns.
What a counter that was. Oh, wait, knife reversal.
And then just see where that goes. And then, obviously, Bray's got to win because you can't bury Bray Wyatt like that. And then Bray Wyatt goes over. He ends off the night as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. How crazy. Just imagine the pop. For Bray Wyatt to finally be holding the title. Roman Reigns is not the champion to end off WrestleMania. It's probably the coolest out of all the options. In all honesty, having Bray Wyatt end off the night, standing over a broken, beaten down Roman Reigns while Triple H is pretty much laughing his way to the bank. Yeah, he's not champion anymore, but he still got what he wanted in the end. Roman is still not the champion. The Authority always wins. Even if, say, Shane's, okay, and then let's raise the stakes a little bit. Let's make this even cooler of a moment. Let's say that early in the night, Shane McMahon somehow beat The Undertaker. He somehow slayed the dead man. I don't know, he jumped off the top of the cell and laid out Undertaker and pinned him 1, 2, 3 for the pinfall. Blah, 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 blah. Here comes the money. Here we go. And then, well, everybody's like, what's going to happen now? Who's going to be, what's going on? Now that Triple H has lost the WWE title, it's like, well, what's going on? Where's the Authority? What's the Authority going to do? The Triple H is gone. He has no reason to be around. And then it's like, and then after Bray Wyatt pins Roman Reigns, and the lights are going out, and the spotlight's just on Bray Wyatt kneeling over Roman Reigns' broken, lifeless body. And he grabs the microphone and he says, there's a new Authority around here now. And then he laughs and he says, follow the buzzards with the championship in one hand, drops the mic, and then he kisses Roman Reigns on the forehead. And then that's how it ends. It fades to black with Bray Wyatt as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion standing over Roman Reigns' lifeless body. I think that's a pretty cool moment to end off WrestleMania. Not only have you made Roman Reigns a more likable star, he's been screwed again, damn it. By God, what more can they do to this man? And Bray Wyatt looks like a beast. He's the champ now. Like, I think that's a perfect way. And now you've built a new top-tier stable out of the Wyatt family. It's been slowly brewing. They should have been a top-tier stable by this point. Everybody looked like they could be. When are they? It's not. It's always been. It's never been could they with the Wyatt family. It's always been when are they going to just do something cool with the Wyatt family. And finally, WrestleMania, they have the perfect opportunity to do it. Have Triple H lose to Roman Reigns. Have the whole crowd booing the crap out of Roman Reigns because they're gonna be. Hate to break it to you, Vince, but there's gonna be. And then have the lights completely go black. Don't even have Wyatt's thing come up. Have it so nobody knows what's going on until Bray Wyatt's just standing right behind Roman Reigns in the ring. And then Triple H proclaims the match. Roman's fighting his heart out, but it's not enough as Bray Wyatt beats him. And then proclaims that there's a new Authority around here. And it's Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. Boom. Mega stable. New mega face champion. Roman Reigns is still looking like the screwed guy he's been. And it's just perfect. Then you got freaking Shane McMahon, like, still pretty much now the new boss, or whatever he decides to do with it. And then you got Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar. You know, both of them are going to want a piece of Wyatt with their history. Roman Reigns is obviously going to want Wyatt. Triple H still has, you have so many, it builds so many contenders, and it builds a new champion. And then Bray Wyatt turns away contender after contender with the help of the Wyatt family, and it just builds and builds and builds. And I think that is the perfect way to end WrestleMania. I think it's the perfect way to book Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you absolutely wreck that like and subscribe button. And I will see each and every one of you beautiful people next time. Follow the buzzards. Peace.